Yo, you're listening to Vice Tribe here on WTT Radio, Atlanta's #1 alternative live streaming radio show. It's your host, FAJP, and Wendell Santiago is in the building. Hey, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm doing good. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. You look nice. I love the red suit. Like, you're just like glowing and shining and just radiating glasses and everything.
Well, we got to bring good energy to the radio so we can share that with everyone.
Yes, you're doing it.
Yeah.
You're doing it. So, are you from New York?
I am from New York.
What part of New York?
Originally the Bronx.
Okay.
Born and raised upstate New York, but I definitely claim the Bronx and Harlem.
Okay,
My
nice.
family's from there.
How long you been in Georgia?
I actually moved here last May, so May 1st, so just made a year.
Wow.
A couple months ago. Yeah.
What made you come to Atlanta?
The energy.
Okay.
Actually, my best friend moved here September 2020, and shout out to Deshaun Usher. And he was like the first one to move here, so I was like, well, bet I can, spend a little bit more time. But every time I came to visit, I just was like, I need to be here.
Okay.
I need to be here. So I was living in Charlotte at the time, so I actually made the jump and moved. I was just like, we gotta go.
So did you like Charlotte? How long was you in Charlotte?
2 years.
Okay.
Charlotte was boring.
Okay. I've only been there once. Surprisingly, my first time in New York was I went for 4th of July, and I love New York. Like,
yeah.
That was my first time. I'm like, I definitely got to go back. I thought I would hate it, actually. But
when you said your name, Hefe, I was like, oh, he kind of sounds like you're from New York. Where are you from?
Originally California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I grew up in the Midwest, and then I've been in Georgia since like 2008. So I'm pretty much in the rest, for a while. So, okay, cool. So New York, Brooklyn. So. Bronx,
you got it right.
Okay.
Don't confuse me.
Okay, my bad. All right, so tell me more about yourself.
A little bit about myself. Well, I'm soon to be a full-time entrepreneur.
Okay. That's always a blessing.
It is a blessing. To be able to make that leap is very scary. So shout out to people who are out there already doing it. But yeah, I'm looking to make that transition soon. And what else do you want to know about me? Well, I have a company, Lindaandlilo. Part of the reason why I'm here today.
Right. That was next. So I wanted to give a full introduction. So Bronx. How old are you?
Moved to Atlanta. I'm 30 years old.
Okay. Are you a Scorpio?
I am a Scorpio.
Okay, I picked up on that too.
I want to tell you because people be judging Scorpios. So.
I think y'all misunderstood. To some degree.
Intimidated. People are intimidated by us, I believe.
Okay.
We just have a very powerful energy, and sometimes some Scorpios that are unevolved, they use the power for bad. So I choose to use my power for good, and I just channel it into things that I love, like music, traveling, food, learning more about my community, giving back to my community. And just on a never-ending journey to heal the world.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So Lindaandlilo, how did that start? How did that come about?
So we spoke a little bit about me moving to Atlanta last year. So when I moved to Atlanta, I was looking at my community, my friend group, and I'm like, none of y'all really work 9-to-5 jobs. All of y'all have a level of freedom that I would like to get to, just wake up in the morning, do what you want, express yourselves, like lead with love. And I'm like, I wake up every single day and I go to a 9-to-5. I have the power to change that. And so I had started many different companies. One was like a tea company that I started. Then I wanted to be a podcast host. All things that probably will happen in the future, but it was just the wrong timing. The timing was wrong. So I was praying. And I'm like, please, what do I want to do? What's next for me? And then I realized in order to really figure out your purpose in life, you need to get a full, complete understanding of yourself. And so I just kind of prayed and I was like, oh, okay, I know my black side. I really don't know much about my Puerto Rican side. So I kind of put the intention out there and I was like, I want to go to Puerto Rico. I want to go to Puerto Rico. I want to see my family. I want to kind of see Yabucoa, that my family is from. And Spirit made it happen. I went there for my 30th birthday. And on my 30th birthday, I was just walking down the street. I smelled these incense. And I was like, well, I kind of like that. Let me go in and check it out. And it happened to be a beading store.
Okay.
And so I just kind of walked around. I saw these beautiful beads and kind of looked like pearls. So I picked them up. I saw this pendant that was like a heart, third eye. Also had all the colors of the chakras on it. So I was like, boom, this is cool. And I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I just walked up to the counter. It was a nice, older Spanish lady. She happened to be the owner. Okay. And she was like, do you want me to make this into a necklace for you? And kind of took me through the process of choosing like different finishes for the necklace. And was like, let me show you how I do it. So she took me behind the counter. I watched her, kind of like sew it together. And I was like, this is really, really dope. Wind up, buying it, walking out the store. I go to take a picture. I was with my friend at the time. I go to take a picture, and I look at the picture and what's across the street, Pandora Jewelry. So I was just like, oh, answer received, thank you. And I just went back home to Atlanta. I found different places to buy beads. I began to make necklaces for my friends, and I just never looked back.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, your birthday will be November?
November 6th.
So that will be the 1-year anniversary?
It will.
Okay, and you're reintroducing your brand for fall, so that's kind of going into that. Is it namesake birthday, or is that the name of the collection, or?
So,
I don't know if I
don't really know if I have I was talking about namesake. So my company, Lindaandlilo, Linda is my adopted mother.
Okay.
Lilo is my birth mother. I was adopted by my mother's brother, and his wife. Her name is Linda. So she raised me in upstate New York. And my mother, Lilo Santiago, she was born in the Bronx, raised in the Bronx. She passed when I was very young, when I was like 5. And then my adopted mother also passed when I was around 11.
Wow,
so thank you. This is really just about honoring that divine feminine energy. Both my mothers were very creative people, outspoken, really about community and passionate about family. And so this namesake company is just about honoring their legacy, but also about breaking generational curses.
Wow, that's powerful. I like that. Yeah, because I was curious how the Linda, I felt like it had a tie back to your roots, so I'm glad you explained that.
Yeah.
That's a wonderful story.
Yeah.
So you saying also you want to foster community balance and inspire us to fall deeper in love with life.
Yeah.
So how does that happen with the jury? I'm trying to wait to the end. I want to wait to open that, but I don't know if it makes sense to.
Oh, this.
I don't know if it makes sense to like do it now.
You can open it at the end.
Okay.
How does the collection do that? Okay, so everything when it comes to crystals and gemstones, that is what all of the necklaces incorporate. It's all about intention. And so each crystal has a different intention. And so we use crystals as a tool, crystals and gemstones as tools. And so my thought process behind this collection is really allow people to set their own intentions.
Okay.
And I will provide the crystals that go along with the autumnal equinox.
Okay.
Colors like greens and blues and reds and browns and olive green, just a whole different color palette, but use crystals and gemstones to complement that. Okay.
So how many crystals do you own? Or do you have a crystal collection, or
I have 42 crystals.
Okay.
I just organized them yesterday.
Okay.
Or maybe the day before yesterday, because I knew I was coming here and I wanted to be able to say that.
Okay. I have like 4 or 5, so I'm still like getting into my journey, but they are very powerful and they do work. So I definitely love hearing about crystals and all that. All right, and you're saying you're going to collab with some artists and do some events behind the jury as well.
Yeah, so what I really want to do is I want to create space, right? I want to create spaces for people to be their true authentic self. I want to create spaces for people to vibe and be alive. I think the best way to do that is through music. And you can combine crystals easily with that because it's all about sound and vibration and energies. And so if you think about your phone right now, or even this mic, what's powering it is quartz. So kind of doing different events with artists. We will announce it soon, but I wanna really honor the people who are actually doing the work to raise the vibration through music.
Okay, nice. I definitely will be looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's gonna be nice and it'll be interesting. So just kind of run through the whole chakras. Can you tell me about the chakras? I don't know them by heart though, but just kind of just like, is what, 5 of them, 6?
7.
Yes,
Some people would say 10 or 9, but
why? Because like the third eye and all that, is that part of it? Like,
yeah. So it starts with the crown.
Okay.
The crown is kind of how you receive messages from the universe. Then you have your third eye chakra, which is intuition.
Okay.
Then you have your throat chakra, which is something that we're using right now. You have your heart chakra, which is the center of love.
Okay.
You have your sacral chakra, which focuses on passion, creativity. You have your solar plexus,
Okay.
which, what's the solar plexus work on? I'll come back to that later.
Okay.
And then you have the root chakra,
Okay.
which is the center of security.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. I need to get that down by heart. Like I know pieces of it, but
Mm-hmm.
I need to do my research. Nice.
I mean, you live it. I think naturally we constantly live it. We live it from our choice of colors. You know, my favorite color for a really long time was red. And I never really understood why. And then it transitioned to green.
Okay.
And then actually it was blue. And then now it's green.
Okay.
And with each, if I look back and practice like retrospect, I'm like, oh, I now realize that I needed red at that time to keep me secure. I needed blue because the universe was like, you're not paying attention with the hell you're going through. And now I'm green because I'm spreading love and positivity.
And that's always been my favorite color, and I think that's always
Green?
been my
Yeah.
like energy. Like I've always wanted to be nice and just help others. Okay.
Now you're wearing pink as a hat today, so.
I'm a very colorful person, but now, yeah, that I'll just wear whatever. But yeah, so you're good friends with Victor Jackson? How long have y'all been friends?
Well, Victor is my creative director for Lindaandlilo. We've known each other for about a year and a half now, going on actually over 2 years at this point. Amazing, beautiful soul, beautiful voice. Him being my creative director really grounds me. I think he has a great way of just translating what's in my head and bringing it to life and saying, this is what we're going to do. Okay. So I think, I know that when we really get going, I think people are like, oh, damn, what they got going on over there, you know?
And I want to come be a part and
Yes.
want to join the party.
Yes.
Okay, I'm sure some exciting things will be coming. So you do a lot of community engagement, and do you do a lot of volunteering stuff with the homeless?
So these are my aspirations. So I've had 2 recent, I've been meditating recently and saying like, how do I have a holistic approach to what I'm doing, right? Because something that always made me feel uncomfortable about being an entrepreneur was like doing it for the money. And so I have people around me, Deshaun Usher, who is my brother. He has an organization called MOBI, which is Mobilizing Our Brothers Initiative. And watching him and seeing him and pouring himself back into the community and creating space for people to just be themselves, including myself recently, it has inspired me to now want to give back. I've had 2 recent situations. One was in the airport. There was some Haitian man, like he didn't speak a lick of English, and he was just like lost. And everyone was just kind of walking past him, and I'm like, oh Lord, I guess thank you God for this message. Let me go ahead and do this. So he was looking for his bag, but his bag was actually on his way to Tampa, and so then when I realized that, I was like, oh, you also missed your flight. So we were able to kind of, get him a new ticket, and they were able to kind of put him in a wheelchair so that wouldn't happen again.
Okay.
But I was like, yeah, that actually made me feel really good.
Okay.
And then another situation with like this homeless family outside of Family Dollar, just like seeing them, talking to them, hearing about their story, and they're like, hey, I'm homeless because I can't get a job because I'm homeless. So that kind of cycle kind of didn't sit well with me. So I'm like, how can I actually do and fix the solution? And so I'm working on some ways to get involved. And part of that will be through Lindaandlilo.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I feel like we are here to be of service, to give back. That's a lot of, most people will find that passions are real tied to that, so that's good. I like doing that. I try to do homeless events at work. We do a lot of volunteer events as well, but we do, well, at least more of it is more around kids, but I do like to give back, and I do want to like help the youth and kind of just uplift them as well.
They will be the ones to foster the change.
Yes.
So we can just inspire them to do that.
Yes. Okay, nice. Okay. So mindfulness. I know we talked a little bit about that with the stones and the crystals. So how often do you meditate? Do you meditate every day? Do you meditate in the morning?
Yes. I meditate twice a day, every day. I can't say I'm perfect because sometimes I'm like, I haven't meditated in a few days. But my goal is to meditate at least for 30 minutes in the morning. That allows me to just envision how I want my day to go, take the power and set my intentions for the day, and then 30 minutes at night to kind of recap and learn the lessons and solidify those lessons to say, how will I do better? How will I show up better tomorrow?
Okay.
So I try to make sure I do that.
That's very important.
Yeah.
So that way you wake up already in the mindset and you could just go like it's already pre-programmed in a sense.
If you don't take control of your energy, everything around you will control your energy for you. And so, that's just the reasoning behind that. But
yeah. So being a Scorpio, do you feel like that was hard for you to achieve in life, or you was able to really get control of that at a young age, so to speak, or like?
I think, yes. Being a Scorpio, we're a water sign, so we naturally just absorb the energies around us. That's a challenge.
Okay.
I don't know. I think I'm learning now to just flow with it. Stay in a state of flow. Understand that I can observe people's energy. Doesn't mean that it has to affect me. So I think I've always kind of been really good at controlling my own energy. But now I'm learning how to actually take the energy and do good with it.
Okay. So what holistic health practices do you do outside of meditating and crystals? I know that's a part of it, but are there other levels to it?
So there's mental health, there's physical health, and then there's spiritual health. So, my spiritual practices are meditation, mindfulness. Physically, I try my best to be active at least every single day. I have this friend named Cookie who also has this amazing, she kind of helps me in the gym every day work on my cardio, which warms me up, and then I kind of do the weights portion.
Okay.
So I'm finding that partnering with people who are in different areas of fitness holistic health really has allowed me to have a holistic approach to it.
Nice. So do you dance with Cookie at all? Is it just the gym, or do y'all get a little?
Well, darling, we don't dance. That's between us.
Okay.
No. I dance alone, every single day. It's a form of meditation for me.
In the mirror? Do you do it in the mirror?
I do it in the mirror.
I do that too. I think it's important, and I do a lot of stuff, and I don't realize the importance of it. So I'm like, I was already doing that.
Yeah.
Because that's almost like, to me, I look at it as like self-love. You're waking up. I'm telling myself, I'm getting myself in a good energy, just having that one-on-one time with myself.
Yeah, it's different. Many different forms of meditation. Sometimes people just think it's you sitting cross-legged saying, no. Anytime you're in your purpose or doing something that you're passionate about and just in a state of flow, that is meditation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Nice. So, who are some of your favorite artists?
Nicki Minaj.
Okay. Are you looking forward to her new single release next week?
You know what? I really am looking forward to her new single. I enjoy everything she does, but I'm looking for artists to keep with the energy of Beyonce. We wanna have fun. We wanna dance, and so from what I've heard so far, I'm thinking that's what it's gonna give. And if it's not gonna give fun and dance, I want to feel in love. I feel like I want to be in love right now. So yeah,
I'm definitely looking forward to it. I feel like she's about to have some big things coming pretty soon.
Yeah.
I think she has like a doc coming as well, or some type of something coming. So I'm a fan too. Yeah, definitely. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, but besides Nicki, I'm really just getting into all the queer artists that we have coming up, like the ones that I sent you and that we've been playing throughout the show. Like, I want to hear more of that. I want queer artists to feel comfortable with expressing themselves and being that. One person that I love that I sent you was LeCunt. Like, LeCunt inspires me. Like, just, he's a dope rapper. He is himself, and I mean, I love him. So, LeCunt, if you're listening, I love you. And everyone that's on the playlist, I love you as well.
Nice. Yes. Like I said, I like to play our LGBT family, our artists, share that space with them, and it's amazing. Like,
yeah.
Do you listen to any others? Or you like Saucy Santana? You like Kid Ken?
I love Kid Ken. I actually was introduced to Kid Ken at Moby Fest a couple of years ago, so that was like my first Moby as part of the organization I was talking about before.
Do they have a festival every year?
They have an annual festival.
Is it locally, or where is it that take place at?
In New York.
Okay.
So they just had it this past June. It's like last year it was virtual.
Is that around their Pride too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that makes sense.
A couple weeks before Pride. So it's like this year it was like a 5-day festival. Okay. Really amazing, but part of it is musical artists. So I saw Kid Ken there, Saucy Santana. How could you not love Saucy Santana? But then all the R&B people, I'm getting back into R&B.
Okay.
I'm rediscovering R&B because for a really long time I was twerking.
Okay.
So we gotta get back to love.
Yeah, and then a lot of people say there is no R&B, but there is a lot of R&B out there. They just don't know what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Because I come across so many new, wonderful, talented artists every day.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about.
Dree, who's on the playlist. She's amazing. She's one of the new. She's actually featured on Apple's R&B playlist.
Is it
Dree Jack?
Okay. I've heard. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I've listened.
So she's really good.
Actually,
I think mostly everyone on that playlist is R&B. But I think when we think of R&B, we're thinking like K. Michelle. We're thinking of. Well, when I think of R&B, I'm really like a Sade fan.
Okay.
To be honest, I'm Smooth Operator. I'm Dancing in the Mirror.
You more
Lights
of a mood.
off. Yes.
Yeah.
Red light. Late at night. Just.
Glass of wine, maybe.
No wine. But I have been trying shrooms a lot recently. Yeah, I'm getting into that.
We gotta talk about that. Dang. Okay. We're gonna talk about that off air. I've been looking for shrooms, and I've been wanting to microdose for a long time. So it has definitely been a pleasure, Wendell. I think I just want to change your name. I'm sorry. I just keep doing
It's that Taurus energy. I always want to do what you want to do.
Hey. But you did bring me a gift, a lovely gift.
I did.
I'm going to open it now. Thank you. Okay.
Welcome.
Okay, so I'll show it to the camera in a second.
It's called, it's the stone on there is dendritic agate, and it is a stone that just balances all of your chakras. So it's very interesting that our conversation has been about chakras, but it's just about balancing what they mean so you can call in positive energy.
Wow, this is beautiful. This is very beautiful. Thank you. Yeah. And say the name of the stone one more time.
Dendritic agate.
Okay, you're probably gonna have to send me that so I could look it up too, because I'm gonna forget it again. Dendritic agate.
Yeah, dendritic agate. I have a whole app called. I have a couple of different apps. This one's called Rock Identifier, so I'll share that with you. So anytime I'm out and about, Because, I mean, I'm still learning, right? I have a lot of crystals, but
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, what is that? But this one kind of breaks down the physical properties, but also the metaphysical properties. So,
This is
hoping that
beautiful.
you wear that, you'll think of Lindaandlilo.
I am, and I'm definitely going to be back. So the apps, are they on your website? Can you get to them? Or are they separate? Are they in the app store?
Just separate. Some things, I mean, maybe I should
You're
have
working
added
on?
to the website, but these are apps that have been shared with me from people, like, you know, from crystal shops. They're like, hey, download it. So I use them when I'm shopping, when in absence of like the full description.
Okay. Thank you. But yes, I'll be shopping with you more. This is beautiful. Thank you. All right. So how do you want the audience to remember you, the listeners? You can give me your social handles, your website. I'll give them all that good stuff.
So my social handles are Lindaandlilo, Linda and Lilo, Lindaandlilo. On Instagram, on Facebook. My personal Instagram is called Wendell.me, Wendell, D-O-T-me, as well as Facebook and things like that. But do we really even use Facebook anymore?
Not really. No, not at all. I'll be trying to, but it's a waste of time.
Yeah. And my website is lindaandlilo.com. So we'll be relaunching our website very soon. I won't give a date.
Okay.
But August 30th is Lilo's birthday. And so we're going to do something special. We'll be doing some giveaways of a few pieces from the fall collection that are coming out over the next few weeks leading up to her birthday. So what I would tell people is to just go to lindaandlilo.com. We'll actually go to the Instagram, follow the Instagram, and then stay tuned for updates around the new collection that I'll be dropping in, I guess, just a few weeks.
Okay, I'll definitely be looking out, and hopefully you'll come back to our grand reopening, and then you can share some of that with our audience, and we can talk about that more. No pressure about that, but that'll be another opportunity for you because it's close to that birthday mark, so that wouldn't be bad.
Yeah.
So,
and thank you for having me. I mean, thank you for giving me creating the space to share my story, and the others that you have shared. I was watching the past 2 episodes, and you just have great people on here. So I just want to thank you for what you're doing for the community as well.
Thank you. And you are now a friend of the show, so don't feel shy.
No longer a friend in your head.
Yes, yes. And I would love to have you back at some point. So, and then feel free to share that with other people. I'm here. We can network. That's what I'm here for.
Awesome.
But Vice Tribe, ATL, you know where to find us. Our Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, Vice_Tribe_ATL. Our YouTube is Vice Tribe ATL. And ViceTribeATL@gmail.com for business and bookings. Our TikTok is Vice Tribe ATL. You can catch us out there, building our content platform there. Patreon is coming, developing some merch there. And follow, like, subscribe, share, and retweet. But thank you for tuning in to another episode of Vice Tribe, where we teach, reach, inspire, and bridge, empower the community. Here on WTT Radio, Atlanta's #1 alternative live streaming radio show. Until next time, peace. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.